Welcome friends, Lostcraft here, and it's time for me to give you a guide on how to be successful in free-to-play and Minimax Tinyverse. So, it's going to be a lot of just general advice first, and then it's going to become a little more complex as we go. The first thing, of course, has got to be just daily quests. It's free gold right there, why not do them? You do 5 matches, at least win 1, that's pretty good. And maybe you want to do 6 matches, because 6 matches will, of course, give you 120 XP over here for the club. Now, an important thing to note is just your ticket should be saved. You should save your ticket until you can actually get into the club for the M Club, because with that you can use those tickets on over here on the Enchanted Chest. Enchanted Chest has a chance of getting Ether, which will refund that 60 Ether you used to get into the club. That's pretty nice right there. Also just gives you a lot of good stuff. This is the best one to get always. You should always be getting this chest. Don't get the other ones unless you really need the gold. You should always get the Enchanted Chest. Of course, you can go over here with some of your gold. Sometimes they will be selling like XP up or ticket up. Especially if there's ticket up and you have a lot of time to play, it's a good thing to get. For sure. Next thing to mention would be check store often. Save tickets from Enchanted Box. Only accept levels. Okay, so here's one. So you should only accept these level ups when you have the time to play them. Like, it would be a waste, let's say, if you played it first and you got all these and you just kept accepting them, and you have like 2 hours of bonus XP, but you don't have 2 hours to play. So only accept these when you got time to play them. 20 minutes is about 5 matches, 5 to 6 matches. So if you've got 20 minutes, then accept it and go. Like, these boxes will always be here, so you can always take them later on. And your early levels, you'll be fine not being too leveled up just yet. It's perfectly fine to just do them as you have the time to play. Same rule applies to the club itself when you're doing the season. You should wait until you have enough levels where you can redeem these in succession so that you can get the ticket and the XP lined up so that you're playing them at the same time when you're doing matches. That maximizes just your time management. Like, if you only have 10 minutes, then there you go. You're doing these together, so you're getting XP and tickets together at the same time. That's pretty good. Instead of, oh, I just got this at this point, so I'm doing that and I got 10 minutes, and then later on you got this other one, but well, you don't have time to do it, and you have to do other matches for it later. That might sound a bit wonky what I just said, but it's just more efficient of your time to redeem them together, is what I'm really saying. Oh yeah, one important thing is when you want to get into the club, once you get to level 11, you'll have enough Ether. You'll have enough Ether without any boxes. Like you can see right here, you get level 5, 10, when you get to level 8, 20, and when you get to level 11, 30. It adds up to 60 Ether, and so you can use that 60 Ether to get into the club. All you gotta do, just like that. So I could redeem those right now and get into the club. And a key thing to know when it comes to joining the club is the first time, only the first time you join the club, you gain 33 levels. And 33 levels would put me up to level 66. An important thing is, if you're gonna do this, you should try to at least get to level 50 so you can get that 50 Ether. That way you only need 10 extra Ether to do next season. That's all you gotta worry about. And see here, the most important thing is just doing these missions over here, these sets. Assuming every season has these sets, each set is worth 10 levels. Now let's say you don't, of course you're not doing the M Club just yet. These down here, they're worth 6 levels. Because they're 150 each, so that's 6 levels right there. Because 606 levels. And since there's 4 sets, altogether, this is 40 levels right here. So with that, all you need to do is get 10 more levels and you get to 50 in a season. And so with that, that's all the time you need, and you basically, for the most part, reimburse yourself and have you prepared for the next season. And that's pretty nice right there. And now the last thing I gotta do is break down just how many matches that is. So, as you see, every 3 matches gives you 60 XP. So that last 10 levels is basically 50 matches. It's 50 matches every 10 levels. So, considering there's 100 levels, how many matches is that? Obviously, 500 matches. It takes 500 matches to get all the way over to the end over here and get all these rewards. And here's all the rewards you can get for free. And if you put in the Ether, you get all this as well. That's 500 matches. At about 4 minutes a match, that's a lot of time. But you don't need to actually use that much time because, of course, the missions. With the missions, like I said, you can get 40 levels right here. 40 levels cuts out 200 matches. Straight up, you just cut out 200 matches right there. Also, if you join the club for the first time, that's 33 levels. That cuts out a good chunk of matches right there as well. So let's say you do all this. You do all the missions, and you get that first time M Club. That cuts out 365 matches. So you only need 135 matches to get everything. And that's what's happening with me right now on the human side. Over here, we can see I have completed everything, and right now I'm level 89. I have done a lot of matches. I have not done enough matches yet, but I'm almost there. And just getting into the club for the first time, doing all these missions, I cut out a bunch of those missions out. And with 5 days left to go, I'm definitely going to get to 100. That's for sure. Well, as the other side, I came in late. I came in a week ago. I came in with 12 days to go. And this is how much I've done in... 12 days. Okay, math, you're failing me right now. This is how much I've done in like 7 days. Yep, 7 days. This is how much I've done in 7 days. I've gotten this far in 7 days. I'm really enjoying this game a lot, and these are just efficient ways that help me get to where I am way quicker. And I'm giving you that advice so that you could get there quicker as well. That's really what this video is about, is just being more efficient with your time so you can be more successful and just get pretty far with what you got on the free side of things. Free players are important because they keep the population alive for people who spend money on the game. Now, if you like the game enough, if you're playing like 10, 20, 30 hours a month or whatever, it's worth putting some money into the game just to reward the developers for entertaining you so much. Now, you might be asking, why haven't I bought the thing so that I can get the 50 Ether? I haven't bought it because I don't care about the skin. I don't really care about the skin. Next season, if it's a skin I like, then I'll do it for sure, and I'll go all the way over there. Right now, I'm enjoying the human side a little bit more, so I've been doing that more. So I'm going to get the 100 skin for that. I don't really care about that skin, but I've just been enjoying humans more in general. But both sides are pretty fun. You can see I've completed all the quests, and this is all done in... Actually, I just completed this one, so in 50 matches, I got all these completed. There's only a little bit more to complete. And yeah. So that is all the advice I can give. Just rounding it down again, do the daily quest, do the achievements, save your tickets for the enchanted chest, because that'll give you the best rewards, and you'll start racking up ether for sure. There's also the daily box over here, which has a chance of giving you ether as well. Doesn't happen often, but it has happened. There's also the free level, the free ether from leveling up, which will allow you to get into your season the first time. And I already gave you I'm not going to say it all over again, but the breakdown on matches. How many matches you need. It'd be 500 for the entire season if you didn't do any of the missions, but since you'll do the missions, that cuts out 440 levels, so this cuts out 200 matches. That's pretty good right there. Also, there's joining the M Club for the first time. Remember, it's only the first time you cut out 33 levels. After that, you're going to need to get those levels every time. But if you're getting really good on the ether and you just want to get that 100 but you don't have the time, you can always, of course, buy XP. That's a thing you can do as well. But if you feel like you got a lot of excess ether, you can always use it on these, or use it on costumes, or on the card packs. A lot of things you can do with ether. You also use it to buy gold. And so you can be a pretty effective free-to-play player on this game. And that's all the advice I can give you. There's probably other advice to give on like the lucky charms, but I don't really like that too much. I don't really want to emphasize on that too much. And there's probably advice I could give on the heroes. If enough people like this video, I could probably give advice on how to play each hero and what army works well with them, and against them as well. But that right there is how to be a successful free-to-play player in Minimax Tinyverse. I had fun showing this, hope you had fun watching. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.